Oh, hello folks. Welcome back, and I just wanted to introduce one of my recent modes of transport. And we've got the fabulous SkyTeam Skymax, and it is absolutely amazing. I recently got this, not had one similar before, but from what everybody tells me, this is pretty much a direct copy of the SkyTeam, or of the Honda CT70. And from what we know about the CT70, it's basically it was an export only model, and it was meant for the US market, and it was originally a 70cc. I'm not sure whether it was semi-automatic or whether it's actually a manual gearbox, but this one is, unlike its original, it's also a 125 4-stroke 4-speed manual gearbox, which is pretty cool. And now, I've had monkey bike before, and those of you that have watched my channel, you will have seen videos in the past of adventures we had with Biff the monkey, and unfortunately had to part ways with that one, but it is back, and we have another monkey bike. So basically then, with the Honda Dax, or the CT70, in this country it was called the Dax in Britain, and in America it was known as the CT70. And it's pretty cool. We've got everything there, and now this one's had motocross style handlebars put on it, which is great, and these are really nice handlebars actually, but the original handlebars would have been a bit higher, and they would have been the fold down type. And I've just come out for a little blip on this tonight because it's such a wonderful evening, and I just wanted to take the opportunity to go over this. So we will be riding this quite a bit, folks, so well, hopefully at some point in the near future going to get a camera mount on it, and we're going to explore some of the lanes and byways and stuff with this little bike, and it's absolutely fantastic, and I think it's great. I'll just show you some of the basic features. And we've got, first of all, now because SkyTeam is a brand, I believe it's made in China, and it's imported to the UK and the rest of Europe, we have a dual speedometer. So in other words, on the inside you've got your miles per hour, and on the outside you've got your kilometers per hour. So that does take a bit of getting used to, but there is a nice red line on the speedometer there, which is basically to indicate a 30 miles per hour. And obviously then up to 60 miles per hour, that is about 100 kilometers per hour, just shy of that. So right, so we have this one's got some rather nice anodized alley bits on it. This is all as it came. I haven't done any of this, and my only addition is I've put this nice Cold War era respirator pouch on it, which is great. And I've done that, I've just wrapped the strap around the original frame, and the reason I've done that is basically so I can carry little bits and pieces such as the lock. And also here we have under the seat. Now the monkey bike I had before, it had basically a little petrol tank which would have been there, but on this model we open the seat. Under the seat we've got toolkit in there, there's a plastic compartment, and this bike does have the original toolkit, which is good, I've checked. And we have our petrol cap, which is brilliant. Now I think it cost me about, well, just short of £5 to fill this from empty. I'm not exactly sure of the capacity, but it is actually quite a big little tank, and with these things I think you can expect to get about 80 miles with this one. And we've got your battery, 80 miles per tank, got your battery and all your electrical bits and pieces, and it's in pretty good condition, this one. It's a 2013 model, so quite recent really, and these are still popular, but I think after a certain year now they are electronic fuel injection rather than carburetors, and I'm fortunate enough to have a carburetor on this one, which is really good. And Oh, hot exhaust. We've got a little manual fuel tap there. It's in the on position. You've also got a reserve. And now one of the things I love about this bike is I'm not sure if this is a standard SkyTeam part or maybe somebody has modified this, but the SkyTeam bikes, the new ones or the newish ones, they usually have a black painted mild steel exhaust silencer, and they have this chrome heat guard on them. So the chrome heat guard is white, but in this one we have an all chrome silencer and heat shield, which is amazing, and it looks just great. Now obviously the original old Hondas, they would have had exactly the same thing, a chrome pipe with a chrome heat shield, and we do have indicators fitted. They're very good, they actually do work. And to be honest, I've only ridden the bike a couple of times at night time so far, and the lights are pretty decent, folks. And as far as I'm aware, it's 12-volt electrics. We do have two options for starting. We have electric start, and we also have a kick start, which is pretty good, and it does work very well. It's not very much effort to kick that over, and it's just such a great little accessory to have, and very retro, folks, which is great. Now the original Hondas, they wouldn't have been electric start, they would have had kickstart only. And this particular type of engine, this one is a SkyTeam made example, but the original Honda ones, the most common ones you saw, were 3-speed semi-automatic, so there was no clutch lever on the handlebar. You just had a heel and toe gear change. So to change gear, you would just shut the throttle and click down for 1 and then backwards up for 2 and 3. So we've got telescopic forks, and this one I think has got, at some stage, it's had some better rear suspension put on it. I'm not entirely sure of the brand, it's difficult to see, but SIE or STE, I'm not sure, I can't tell you. But overall, folks, it's absolutely brilliant. It's very, very pretty, and we've got a drum brake on the rear, which works exceptionally well for a drum brake. And unlike the last monkey bike I had, then this bike has actually got 10-inch wheels, folks. The wheel rims are 10-inch wheels, and if anybody's never had one of these bikes, when it comes to changing the tires, the wheel rims are held together, and they are undo these bolts around the rim, and the two halves of the wheel rim, they separate, and that's how we change our tires on these things. But it's not at all intimidating to do that. It's actually quite a very simple way of doing it, and it pretty much guarantees that, providing you don't chew up the bolt with this badly fitting spanner or socket, then just about anybody with half an hour can actually change a tyre on one of these things. And inner tubes inside as well, little angled valves coming out of the front wheel there, out of the hub, and inner tubes, because obviously it wouldn't be possible with the wheel in two halves, you wouldn't be able to gain an airtight seal, so it's a tube tyre wheel. And this one is this one's running Michelin's, folks. It's absolutely Michelin's, and I think these are called City Grip Winter. They're quite good tyres, folks. They're not an off-road tyre, but they're quite a wintry sort of sturdy looking tread pattern on them. And we do have a horn as well, which is pretty good, pretty shrill. And carburetor, like I said. Now also with this one, it comes with this little chrome rack, which is pretty good. Now I've been told that that's quite a rare thing, and perhaps some of the newer models, the later ones, don't come with that anymore. Maybe they've removed that from a feature, but I just think it's just such a great little bike. And to be honest, folks, it's just so much fun. Obviously you're closer to the road, but you're on a little bike, but you still have with this bike, with the Skymax 125, you actually feel safe, folks. Now obviously the monkey bike I used to ride a lot, and it was a hoot, but you were pretty much immediately, as soon as you got on it and rode away, you were fully aware of its minuscule size. But this one is a bit different, folks. This one's actually the benefit of a larger motorcycle. You've got your disc brake on the front, good disc brake on the front, that's very good. And also you've got clutch and gearbox, normal manual gearbox. And unusually the gear shift pattern on this is 1 click down for first and 3 up. So they've kept it conventionally. I think that may be just SkyTeam, because there are infinite varieties of these little bikes. They're copied several different brands. I can't think of all of them, what they call them, but I personally think the SkyTeam is probably the nicest one. And I think they call it now the Tri-Turn, is it? Or Tri-Turn and Jing Cheng, Lifan, and there's several others as well. I can't think of them all. But so what we're going to do in a minute, we're going to take it for a little ride, and we're going to go and get a coffee. Right folks, so come down to Gilling Bays for going to go and get a coffee in a minute. But we parked next to this another Chinese bike. Now for the last few years folks, I've been saying to myself just how appealing some of these little Chinese bikes look, and Chinese bikes have always had loads of bad press, which I think is a real shame, because if the traditional Japanese companies actually started making bikes again like this with the retro style, and you know, on the same more basic sort of level, because unfortunately nowadays it's the technology that spoils everything. You've got all these electronic fuel injection, and you've got all this add-on bits and pieces for dual brakes and all that sort of stuff, but that can't be got around unfortunately. But what it means is, if we can actually make a bike, a new bike that looks like an old bike, then I don't know about you, but it gets my vote. And now this thing, I'm not sure what it is. WK Scrambler, is it? It looks like a Scrambler. It's got some really good off-road tyres on it there. Look, got some really aggressive off-road tyres on it, and I think it's just great. And you know, anybody who says Chinese bikes are bad, then you really need to ride one. You know, don't knock it till you've tried it. Well folks, what a view. And finishing up now. It's just been a little black round town this evening, but it's just great to share this view with you. And below us is the town, and you can see right up the main street there, and the docks is looking peaceful. The whole harbour is just like flat calm, and great. So hope you've enjoyed our little introduction to the SkyTeam Skymax 125, and I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing a lot more of this little bike. Right, so thanks for watching, and take care, and we'll be back soon.